Hi guys, we're Tim and Sandy and we love seeing as many places as possible with our 2004 Mercedes Sprinter. And let's not forget our dog Pablo. This week we seem to have a variety of issues. It's 32 degrees, way over. Vinnie just died.
Look at it, a little jet of water squirting out.
And our panda gets stuck up a tree. Welcome to our channel, The Sandvan. What's wrong, mate? Oh, it's you guys. It's going to take us ages for us to get him down from that tree. Let me get you out of there. He was trying to change our fuel filter. He's pretty good with cars, the old panda. I'll have to deal with him later. All right, so today we are heading to a place called Tarome. Now it's right in the edge of the Scenic Rim. It's a beautiful little area. So let's go. But first, I've got to get this panda out of the tree. But I know just the trick. These are the only thing that works. Mega ring noodles. Who'd have thought? Do you want to go to Scenic Rim? You love the Scenic Rim, come on. All right, little fella, get back to doing the filter. Right, now that I've got the panda down, I think we're ready to go. We've got one stop to do first because as you know, we are going to refit this van, but at the moment, currently where it sits, I think we're overweight, only slightly, but we really want to check that before we start adding things and all that sort of stuff. So, to be able to do this for free, we're going to go down to the dump because they have a weighing station there so they can weigh how much rubbish you're taking down there. We thought, why not use it to weigh the van? So what we're going to do is we're going to take some old bed frames down that we need to get rid of because we're decluttering as well. Tim just has to weigh those on a normal scale to be able to work out the weight of them, and then we'll put them in the back and then we'll go down and then take that weight off, if you know what I mean, from the amount that we see on the scales down at the dump. I don't know why I'm excited about this. I've been wanting to know how much this van weighs for a while, so yeah, first things first, weigh this van. So I think we're finally ready to go this morning. Sorry, it was a bit of a muck around. So how much did that come in to weigh?
So the extra weight that we just put on rubbish wise is 38 kilos.
Wow.
So we're going to take that off of our total at the weigh station.
Cross fingers, we're not over. What weight do we have to be?
3,500.
3.5 ton. All right, cross fingers, let's go. You goose nothing?
Afternoon, fella. An old bed frame. Actually, how much does this thing weigh?
3.78.
3.8. Okay.
Loaded? You going on tour or what?
Yeah, she's fully loaded. She's full of water and everything.
We are way over.
200 over.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take some weight out of this thing. So, bit of drama on the road. Vinnie just died. Well, he shouldn't just die. An error code came up on the engine bay saying EDC, so Tim is just checking it out at the moment. I don't know what the panda did, but maybe we interrupted him and he forgot something. Hopefully it's not too serious. Anything?
I haven't seen anything obvious, but could be just air in the fuel lines.
Okay, onward then.
Light's gone out.
Excellent. Well, the light's got out, must be a fine. Let's keep going. Reached our destination after a fairly long drive. It was about 3 hours to get out here, and we looked at the temperature and it was 32 degrees, and we don't have air conditioning. Oh my gosh, we're just going to sit outside here and try and cool down just for a little bit. But we don't have a bad little spot here actually. It's going to be quite nice at night. It's going to be 15 and it's quite good to have Pablo off the lead. Now we had a spot next to the creek, but they said there was another couple of big dogs down there, and as you've seen Pablo, he goes a little bit nuts. So it's nice to let him just wander around and enjoy without being tied up. So we'll get back to you in a second. So you may have noticed in previous vlogs that Pablo has a little camping chair. We bought that especially for him because, you know, we want to make sure that he feels involved. But this weekend we thought we'd give him something else. We want a chair to suit his stature. Here he comes. This is the chair we've got for wee man. I have a feeling that Pablo will enjoy this.
We may have not have shown you this chair before, but we've had this chair a while. We had it back in the day when we had our little pop-top pepper, and it used to be good for hanging out and sitting in. We can both actually fit in it, and it's actually good for sleeping in, especially for a camp chair. It's a Spinifex. It cost about $169. It was definitely an impulse buy. It was like, I want a big chair. But Pablo loves it, Sandy loves it, and yeah, I've slept in it quite a lot as well. It's very, very comfortable.
So it is sitting here this afternoon, and we're trying to work out if our van is overweight, because we threw things out at the tip. It was 3,780.
3,780.
We threw things out at the tip, and we're trying to figure out if it includes the passengers. Does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does?
It does. It's the weight of your vehicle loaded up with your passengers.
With your passengers in it, yeah.
So we worked out that we were 230 kilos over. We were carrying an extra 38 kilos. So we take that off. That was, we're 192 kilos overweight. Now, there is a lot of stuff in the back of our van, and we emptied out a few of those things before we set off on the road afterwards. Mainly with like trolley jacks, tools, logs. We got tons of wood in the back, and it's, yeah, that pushed us over, and I think that would have got us back down to a safe limit.
Yeah, so the problem being is we haven't got our life packed into the van at the moment. So we're trying to figure out, you know, in the future when we do the conversion and all our life's packed in it, it really comes down to the little fine things, like we've really got to shave off the kilos from everywhere.
We have a 1,100 kilo weight limit to put in the back of that van.
Yeah, it's going to be
So we're going to have to, when we do the rebuild, we're going to have to weigh everything.
Yeah, so we've got real crockery in there too, so because I don't want to eat off camping plates. But I think we're going to have to go with the old melamine ones, because every kilo is going to count. As you guys, and we have seen this everywhere on YouTube. We're like, oh no, I'll be fine. It's really not. You've really got to save it everywhere. But yeah, just thinking about that this afternoon. Pablo's just been running off, chasing birds, so I'm a bit worried about snakes out here, so I'm a bit wary, and it's hot enough for them, so, but if he stomps around and barking, I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. As he usually does.
So last week, when it was my birthday, and we mentioned that I got a new present, and not we got a new present, GoPro 11. It has some pretty awesome features which I'm gonna try out tonight. This is my first time using it, but it's meant to be very good in the dark, and it's got long exposure features on it, so we do all those fancy things like star shots and light trails that you see on highways and things like that, and even light painting. So we're gonna have a bit of fun with that. Hopefully we'll have some nice results for you. But before all that happens, we should get ready for the evening and get some dinner cooked and light a fire. So while I'm chopping wood, I'll explain about this place. This one's another Hipcamp. So quickly explaining Hipcamps. Hipcamp's an organisation, or an app actually, that brings together people that have private properties that they want to lease out to campers and bring some revenue, obviously, to their farms and properties, etc. The one we're staying at is called Campsite Over the Creek. It's in Tarome. It's on the edge of the Scenic Rim, and not far from that, actually, one of our mount climbs, Mount Mitchell and Mount Cordeaux. They are within sighting distance. Well, if I put the drone up, you'll be able to see them. Depending on the cost, it usually tells you what facilities there are, but a lot of them are usually just off-grid, like this one. This one doesn't have any facilities, so we're fully self-contained, so we should be fine. They encourage you to, but because it's a big property and there's a lot of trees that are down, they encourage you to use them as firewood. So that's what I've been doing, is collecting some old rounds up and chopping them up ready for our fire.
Our campsite tonight is actually looking a little bit cozy. I just took a step back and went, wow, this looks really cute. We also might be getting out the projector tonight just to be able to sit under the stars and maybe watch a movie or something. This is our dinner tonight. It is pasta, zucchini, carrot, spinach and feta. Easy and yummy. And we're going to have it next to the fire, even better.
Million thoughts are spinning round in my head. My boss holds it down, 'cause I'm almost there. Now I see you through the window and
I did promise you guys that we might get out the old projector and watch a movie. But we did get a little distracted with some, what do you call it again?
Like light painting.
But we did get a little distracted with light painting. Now, if you haven't seen light painting before, which I haven't, well, you're missing out.
It's a new feature on the GoPro 11.
It is a new feature we've been playing with the new camera. So we got distracted with that and we didn't actually set up the projector at all, so sorry about that, but this is way better in my opinion. But anyway, we are going to head, well, we have got a little surprise. We have to wait for a couple of hours. Hopefully it works.
We're trying out a different function.
Yeah, so we are going to wait for that, but we are going to settle down and watch a show, probably one of you guys, and we will see you in the morning, and hopefully we'll show you what we made tomorrow. Good night. Good morning all. So we had a great night's sleep last night. We always have a good sleep in that bed in there. I'm a bit worried when we do a renovation that the mattress isn't going to be as comfortable because we have to change the size and all that sort of stuff. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. So this morning we're heading up the hill just behind you guys, and we're going to go see if we can see a little bit of a view or what's over that ridge. It's a beautiful morning this morning. It's not as hot. It's about 7:30 I think it is at the moment, and it's just the perfect temperature. So I'm going to go and have a look now before it gets to 35 degrees.
Barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late.
So we've just gone up this hill just in front of Vinnie, as we just showed you. It's very rough terrain. It's actually not a path, it's just someone's property. I just want to see what's up the top of this hill. And Pablo's struggling a little bit. He's a Chihuahua, but he's getting there.
Tiny home.
Oh yeah, he was telling us last night that I think he's bought a tiny home or he's building one, and he's going to put it on top of this hill. That's right, because there might be any nice views up here. Let's have a look.
So when we got to the top of the hill, we found this road here, and it leads up to a nice flat area. They're going to be putting a tiny house. They've got it built down on the property down at the main farm at the bottom of the hill, and they reckon they're going to try and get this up here by December. Now they picked a very nice place here, 360 all round views. It's in the trees, but not in the trees, if you know what I mean. Can you imagine waking up to that view in the morning? Look at that, it's amazing. There are several other campsites on the area. There you can camp down by the creek. That was busy, so we decided to go up by the dam. Really quiet, really peaceful and tranquil. We had a whole pile of horses come through this morning, just running down to be fed. It was really nice. Nature is everywhere here, as always, and it's really beautiful. There are four-wheel drive campsites further up on the hill, but you just cannot get up that hill unless you've got a four-wheel drive and you're in low range. So it's very steep, and recommended bring your four-wheel drive if you want to go and check out those campsites.
Tim's just about to get the drone out, and Pablo hates it. Pablo, no. He wants to get down and eat it. I think a lot of people have trouble with their animals when drones come out.
I found my heart again. You were standing there, you bravely let me in. I could wait a million years or more.
While we're out on this stroll this morning, we thought we'd like to talk to you about how many subscribers we've got now. We've just gone past the 800 mark.
Woohoo!
Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate all your support and all of your wonderful comments. Always try and get back to you and respond. And
it might take us a couple of days because we're out and about, but
yeah, and they do come in thick and fast as well on the first day when the videos usually drop.
Ooh, what's poop?
Oh, poop.
I'm very pleased to get to 800. Thank you so much, everybody. We have upgraded some equipment actually. As we've gone, we've got this GoPro 11. If you want to find out anything else we've got Amazon links at the bottom in our description if you're interested in anything we've got. But if not, just continue watching.
Yeah, if you
just thought we'd mention it. Ooh, the butterfly. Did you
not
guys
only
see
can
that?
you support us through our comments, which we really love and appreciate, but if you want to support us through going through the affiliate links on our Amazon,
yeah,
that would really help. You
Yeah.
won't pay any more. We would get a small amount of commission if you buy anything. You don't have to buy the stuff that we recommend or suggest. It's just if you go through our affiliate pathway, that would help support
yeah.
us.
Even if you buy something else.
Even if you get crayons to eat, we don't mind. Also, you can also buy us a coffee, or you could also give Pablo a treat.
Yeah.
We have a link to buy me a coffee down in the about section. Just go and have a look, and you don't have to, you're not obliged to, but if you feel that you would like to.
Pablo would love it.
Pablo will send kisses and hugs.
Look at the state of Tim's back. Oh, they've all gone now, but his flies all over him. I don't want to look at my back, that's for sure. There's flies everywhere down here. I'm glad we got the campsite we've got. They're all over my face. I just found this little creek. They did say there was a creek on the property, but we didn't know where it was. Found it. So I've lost my sunnies. I think I swiped them off my face in a fit of rage because of the flies. But I can't find them anywhere. I think I spend most of my money on replacing my sunglasses. I don't get expensive ones either. I get cheap ones because I either sit on them or I watch. Don't let him stand on any thorns.
Leave them in a cafe somewhere.
Well, yeah, I'll leave them everywhere. Now we're just retracing our steps trying to find the sunnies, which I don't think we're going to find. Oh well, found them! Looks like they've got horses on the property. Look at this beauty. Hello, buddy. I don't have any food, but I'll pet you. Hey.
So while we're sitting here this morning enjoying a cup of tea, and we're actually finalising our plans for Vinnie and what we would like and what we wouldn't like. We'd like a lot of stuff, but unfortunately it's going to come down to weight, and after our little weigh-in yesterday, that's a bit of a concern, and we're going to have to say no to some things. You know, like the
We're getting the lift bed.
like the wood burning stove and the cellar, the roof deck, all the unreasonable stuff that you see on all these Instagram
I'm happy the toilet doesn't weigh that much.
Yeah, it's good. Well, the toilet won't weigh that much until we've used it for a while, and then we could go over a limit with that. You can upgrade your vans to take a higher limit. You have to upgrade the suspension mainly, as long as it's a government approved modification and you get an engineer to sign it off. You can actually raise the weight limit of your van, so you can take a little bit more. But I don't really want to go down that road yet until we start building it, and then what we're going to do is going to weigh it as we rip stuff out. We're going to weigh it and go, wow, this weighs this much, and we're going to try and reduce or match that weight when it goes back in, so that we don't go over. I think a lot of our problem is that we've got too much junk in this van, and when you're on the road you think you need stuff and you don't, and that's a big thing. And oh yeah, and this morning the van threw us a nice little curveball. The water pumps decided to start leaking. It wouldn't hold pressure and it kept making noises, and when I had a look at it, there was a little jet of water squirting out. Absolutely lovely. So we're in the middle of nowhere at the moment, so that'll have to get fixed when we get near civilization. So that's enough of me waffling on about what I'm doing this morning. We're going to have a cup of tea, we're going to pack up soon, and then we're going to go somewhere for lunch.
arrived at Aratula. Now we've been here before in a couple of other vlogs, and there's a pub down the road here that you can stay at for free overnight, which is good for some people, but for us, we end up just spending double the amount of money we would if we actually paid for it. We go in and have food and drinks and stuff. Anyway, we're here at Aratula and we're going to have some late breakfast or some early lunch. We're going to try a different little spot and hopefully Pablo behaves himself.
Hey, do you remember 20-something years ago? Those cold nights in December and the sound of the falling snow, the fireplace warming us, the VHS movie box, your old broke down touring bus, and not a single cloud in the sky. If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back, rewind, I wouldn't think twice.
Pablo's allowed here. Apparently the owner has a Chihuahua himself, so he's brought about some water and he's made a fuss of him, so. And we're getting crepes. Yum!
Hey, do you remember sneaking out in the night? Me playing the fan.
Well, it looks like it's starting to rain here at Aratula, so we're going to move on. So I hope you enjoyed our episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to buy us a coffee. And also,
Thank you very much, Crystal and
Thanks,
Lagringa,
Crystal.
for the coffees. We thoroughly enjoyed them. We gave a little treat to Pablo too as well.
yeah.
We had a little bit left over. Thank you very much. And also, like, if anyone else would like to use support us by going through the Amazon affiliate links, all you got to do is go through and buy something. You haven't got to buy
Random.
any of our stuff.
Random stuff.
We just get a commission for you clicking through our site.
Not a lot, but everything helps. So
Yeah.
thank you again, and we will see you next week. Oh, next week I think we're doing an ASMR video, another one. If you liked our first one, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link here for you. But we're going to try it again, so stay tuned for next week's episode. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye!